Silver Days, welcome. The True Triple T's in the house. Abolisher, welcome. Can you check out a coin called Zoinbase and a possible price prediction? Sure. What's up, Fernando? Matthew Jopko, Mogwell is in the house. Triple D says, hey man, I hope you've been good. I hope it's been a good day for USCR and USR. I'm trying to move now. Oh yeah, you're moving into a new place, right? Excuse me. Yeah, we'll take a look at both of those for you. USR, nice. It's crazy. You're up 50% on the day. That's really good. USCR is up 36% on the day. That's really good. Wow, nice. And then Zoinbase. Oh, it's a gamble coin, right? So let's just look at that really quick then. Zoinbase. Yeah, I mean you really didn't give me much information. I'm assuming it's this coin. Yeah, I'm assuming it's this one. So possible price predictions. Dude, this is 41,000 market cap. I have no idea where this thing can go. I don't even know what this thing does. So possible price prediction, this thing could do a Shiba Inu or something else like that where it just goes parabolic, and you're looking at 1 cent, which is 1 cent, which is at 300x, which is still under what is it, 4 million, like 12 million, which would be like 12 million. So obviously you're gambling, so just FYI. But yeah, maybe 1 cent, 12 million, that's not super impossible. True Chill for 99 cents. Let's go. Welcome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. First super chat of the night. Matthew Dropco says, I guess gold and silver were traced today. I think a lot of people put shorts in at 5,100, which is which causes shorts, I'm sure. Not now, in a few weeks. That's right. Yes, it's a gamble coin. Aloe says, let's get this bread. Someone just Venmo'd me. Yo, flip coins for $10. Let's go. Yo, flip coins for 10 beans on Venmo. Thank you. So I'm assuming he's here. He has to be here. Flip coins, just list out the coins that you want me to look at. I don't know if they've changed, obviously, from last week, but I don't think so. But just let me know. List it out. Give me all of them, and I will take a look at all of them, post videos on them, clip it, and then post videos on it afterwards. We could take a look at silver. Well, hold on. Let's take a look at USCR first. Taking a look at USCR, United States Crypto Reserve, on the live stream. So you are getting a retracement right now. That's really good. On the macro time frame for USCR, very bullish over 2 cents 40, which you came down and you retested 236, tongue twisted, 236 as support, and you actually broke resistance here at the 382. So that's really good for a continuation and a double top. You really need to break 5 cents 50, and then the next target on the upside would be 10 cents. Breakout should send you to price discovery up to around $2. So I don't know where it's going to necessarily land, but you do have a target up there. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. And then we need to look at silver. Did it hit the target, though? Did it hit my target? Did it hit 125? No, it didn't. Wow, look at that. Dude, so bullish. Taking a look at silver on the live stream. So nothing's changed in terms of our targets on the upside. Everything still remains the same. Extremely bullish here over all 4 moving averages. This thing is literally printing higher highs while being overbought with little to no retracement. So it's still, it's in its euphoric phase. It's parabolic. It's breaking out to the moon, to the moon. Just keep in mind our target at 124 is still in play. With any sort of retracement, we'll take a look at short-term areas of support for any sort of continuation. So we don't need to really do that right now because although you did have this nasty liquidity wick here, you are following it up with a green candle. So if this can manage to break this previous level at 117 and not make a lower high, then you are looking at a continuation. If not, then you're probably gonna get stuck, and that's all. This was the high for silver. So I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. Hello, chat. Crypto TA on it. Yo, I got your message. Flip coins. Let me know. Give me the list like you normally do. I think it's Aerodrome, Snack. What's the other ones? I don't think you bought Mix, but then there's Beam. Take a look at Beam. I think you got a couple of new ones too, but I'll take a look at them for you. Mr. 407, I'll take a look at SCH. I have it up here, SH Stronghold, but Flipcoins send me a super chat, like Venmo'd me, so I have to look. I have to prioritize obviously super chats and those first, and then but I will take a look at it. But just wait until I'm done looking at his coins, and I'm also finished looking at USOR, which is the Chucho super chat. So let's start looking at Flip coins. I like saying that. Flip coins. And yo, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Taking a look at Turbo on the live stream. So you actually came back to our area of support here. You got a nice little bounce from this area. Unfortunately, the targets haven't changed. So you're still in this downtrend. You're still making lower highs and lower lows. We have support at 2013. You still have resistance at 25 and 34 overhead. Once you break this area, you're invalidating this downtrend, and then we can start looking at the macro targets on the upside. But until that happens, unfortunately, it is still bearish under 2024. For whatever reason, if 2013 breaks, you are looking at a bigger move down. I don't know where right now. I don't want to look at support, but it is probably going to coincide with maybe coming back down and filling this wick before we can kind of reset and draw the next targets at that point. So I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. And thank you so much for your support. Now let's take a look at Arrow. And just remember, I'm making clips on these, so you could definitely watch it afterwards if you need to. Taking a look at Aerodrome Finance on the live stream. So looking back, we did get stuck here at resistance. And unfortunately, like we said, if this area breaks and you don't end up breaking this area of resistance, the next area of support for Aerodrome is going to be this purple box, which we came down perfectly and tagged it as support. So technically, you still have a chance as long as it stays over this box. If it doesn't, you're definitely looking at a capitulation. At that point, it'll probably be, back down to 28 to 40 cents, somewhere around there, because you can see on the macro time frame, you already came down to the 786 and you got a bounce. So technically, that's still support. And then on the shorter time frame, you are currently in 43 to 47 cents, which is short-term support. So I'd say 43 cents breaks, 40 cents for Hopium would be a double bottom, and then maybe a breakout, maybe another attempt to break this resistance. But as of right now, if this does break, then you're looking at probably coming back down to this area of support at around 29 cents. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. And then let's take a look at Midnight. No, that's not it. Let me see. Yeah, so nothing's actually changed with this coin. Why can't I find it though? Am I typing it in wrong? Am I just not going far enough down? I guess, let me just try USDT. No, that's not gonna work. Altcoin X. Yeah, we could just use this. Taking a look at midnight on the live stream. So, I mean, this coin just came out not too long ago in December, so I don't think it's been a month yet. Let me look at it on the hourly because there isn't really that much data to work with. You did have a nice run, but now you're having obviously a pullback. We broke the 236382. We made a lower high, so you're stuck in this downtrend, unfortunately. The good thing is that you already came back down to the 786 and retested support. So if we're going to get some sort of reversal, it would be consolidation followed by a breakout. So keep in mind, on the downside, this is critical support here that absolutely needs to hold around 5 cents 40. And then on the macro time frame, you have resistance overhead at 6 cents 30 to 7 cents. A breakout should send you back up to 8 cents 70. And then from there, all-time highs to the moon. But just keep in mind that you still have resistance at this area, which means that we can still come back up. You can still make a lower high, get stuck, and then come back down and retest this area of support. That's pretty much it for midnight. It is, yeah, it's a 1 billion market cap. So back up to its all-time highs, a 2 billion market cap. So it's not too crazy. It's not like saying it's going up to like 100 billion or whatever. So it is 100x back up to its all-time highs. So we'll keep monitoring this. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. And yo, thank you so much for the super chat. Or the Venmo super chat, I guess. I don't even know what to call it, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. No fees, baby. USCR is another gamble play. SHX. Yeah, let's take a look at US oil for Triple T. Taking a look at US oil, USOR on the live stream. So USOR had a nasty sell-off, but it does look like you are getting a reversal now. And technically, you're still in an uptrend. So I know this sell-off was really nasty, which was 95%, which is crazy. But if you had bought it down here, you're already up 430%. So that's why people say crypto is not for the faint of heart, especially if you're putting your money in here. So now taking a look at the targets on the upside, I don't like using these wicks, but I'm just going to for the sake of this video. So we had resistance at around 770 and 1 cent 20. You broke out, you got stuck at the 0.5, you came back and you retested this area of resistance as support. It does look like you're double topping here. So usually when this happens, it's double top breakout. Typically you get a breakout. You can argue it's also a cup and handle forming, but I'm not going to use that. So the target on the upside right now, it's 2 cents 50. Once that breaks, you should get back up to 8 cents. And if this is actually going to go parabolic as of this point, then 60 cents is the next all-time high. Up to 60 cents is the next all-time high target in terms of the targets on the upside. So I will keep you updated. You don't want to see sell-off and breaking this box. If you do, then you're validating a downtrend that we don't see forming yet, like a double top and then a sell-off, which isn't good. You'll form a giant McDonald's logo, which again is not good. The food's not good either. But anyway, so yeah, so on the downside, you need to stay over this purple box. On the upside, 2 cents 50, 8 cents, and then price discovery up to 60 cents is in play. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bam, there you go. And thank you so much for the super chat, Triple T. I really appreciate it. I got to look at SHX next for the gentleman who's probably gone, but I'll make a video. I don't know if you're still here, but I'll make it for you right now. Can a 41K market cap meme go to 200K market cap? Yeah, dude, look at what Shiba Inu did, man. look at what Dojo on Mars did. They went over a billion market cap, and at some point it was less than 40K. So yes, but that doesn't mean that just because it's a small market cap that it's guaranteed to go up. The coin could just die. There are so many different coins out there, so just be careful. Thank you, Flipcoins. What's up, Floofin? Welcome. Dream Tank says, pump it. I wish. If I had the power, I would pump my coin. Floofin. Hope y'all doing good. Yes, thanks, Doge. We got the Dogecoin well in the house. Dogecoin millionaire in the house. Let's go. Yeah, so SHS, I'll go take a look at SHX. Yeah, let's take a look at SHX. Stronghold. Yeah, this thing's... We need to redraw everything, actually. Because it did break everything. Yeah. Damn. That's unfortunate. But taking a look at SHX Stronghold on the live stream. So for Stronghold, we said we had resistance here at 208 to around 1 cent 20. We said that as a holder, you need to break this area of resistance for any sort of breakout. As a trader, this is where you're taking profits. So just keep in mind, this was an 86% move, and traders did decide to take profit and push the price down. We unfortunately did not see a follow through. So we got rejected at resistance, and now we're going back down. In terms of short-term support, it's typically you break the 236382, which you did attempt to stay over, but selling pressure exhausted the buyers. You got pushed back down to 2070 to 2079. So on the shorter time frame, this is support, which the chart is respecting this area of support. And we could just basically do the same thing again and say if we hold this area, then we still have resistance at 9 to around 1 cent 20. So the targets on the upside still haven't changed that much. If you do break this area of support at 7 to around 79, the next macro area of support is going to be 2048. So theoretically, if you're dollar cost averaging down, that would be the next area that buyers will be stepping in. This is another demand zone. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. There you go. There's your stronghold. There is your stronghold. Let's see. Bajorna back. Welcome, Bajorna back. Look at Fogo. Inverse head and shoulders equals bull for stronghold. Flipcoin says billion used car. I thought I'd be rotating by now. Hope I'm alive. Let's take a look at both of those for you. I don't think they're doing anything, but I could still take a look. Like, you're just like waiting for a breakout. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Taking a look at Billy on the live stream. Nothing's changed from our last update video, but I haven't made one in a while. A couple of things to note though, and some hopium. The stock RSI on the daily is floored, so this does typically mark some sort of bottom. Last time we were here, the price did move up. I know this is a pretty big move up too. Yeah, it was over 112%. But unfortunately, on the macro time frame, you never got any sort of follow through. So you just got a nice dead cat bounce or whatever you want to call it. You got rejected and price went down and made a lower low. Same goes. I mean, we could basically date it back and look at the lows, but it doesn't really matter as of right now. Price is floored. Our daily RSI is almost extremely oversold. So right now we're just hoping to get volume in and some sort of breakout. Now, as far as the targets on the upside, 203 to 207 is still a resistance on the as far as the overhead goes. Breakout from there should send you to 2 cents 60. However, we can still come back up to these areas of resistance, get stuck, make a lower high, and validate this down trend and this channel that we are in. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. What's up, Pepe? Appreciate it. You're welcome. Yo, guys. C Canary just filed for Pepe ETF, and Coinbase is involved too now. Zoinbase to 1 million market cap. I hope so for you, man. I really hope it goes up for you, Abolisher. Pepe would be the first ETF involved in Coinbase. Frostbite, you're not missing anything. You're missing the bear market. There's really nothing to talk about. So you're really not missing anything right now, man. Let's take a look at used car, and then let's take a look at Pepe for the Pepe ETF guy. Yeah, so same with this, right? Taking a look at used car on the live stream. So nothing's changed from our last update video, but we will go ahead and make another update video. We still have targets of resistance overhead at 2024 to 2057. Some hopium is that the stock RSI is almost floored, so hopefully we're putting in the bottom sometime in the next couple of days, and we get some sort of reversal. Keep in mind that if we get some sort of reversal, we don't want just a retracement. We do need to get a blow out of here. So, I mean, that's a really big move up. You're looking at 280 to 800% just to get back into resistance. So, you do need to get a break through this area of resistance for any sort of continuation and bullish reversal. You can still come back up here, and that's going to get a lot of people excited because it's 800%, but it could still come back up and get stuck at resistance and then sell back down. Exactly what happened here, because you actually had a 618 retracement here. So you had a nasty sell-off, you had a 618 retracement, and then you made a lower low. That itself was 12x. So you got a 12x, trapped a lot of people, and then price made a lower low. So just be careful. Definitely take profits on the way up, and if not, then as a holder, you need to break this area of resistance, and then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bam. Let's see. Oh yeah, Pepe. Yeah, there's nothing to look at. I don't even want to make a video, but my video editing software is expiring in 92 days, and I have 830 minutes of editing that I still need to use. So we're just gonna have to pump out as many videos as we can. So if you guys got any good coins that will get me good ad revenue, please let me know in the chat. Show the all-time chart for Pepe. Yeah, this is so bullish. Look at this. Taking a look at Pepe on the live stream. So nothing has changed from our last week's update video or the last time we looked at Pepe. We came back up to resistance. This is where we said traders are going to be taking profits. As a holder, you needed to break this area of resistance for any sort of continuation. Unfortunately, you did not, so price did get rejected and you're unfortunately bearish again. If you're trading it, then congratulations, because this pump was around 101%, so good for you, but it did smack against resistance and we didn't see any follow through. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't get some sort of continuation or at least mark some sort of uptrend forming. Technically, you did come down and you are using the 7-day 618 as support. This is typically where it does come down for when we get some sort of correction, and we should get some sort of bounce, and that's exactly what's happening here. So as long as we can maintain over that area of support, you are probably going to get another attempt at breaking this area of resistance. You really need to break this area without making a lower high and see some sort of continuation. Once that does happen, then we'll look at the macro targets on the upside. But until that happens, then we'll just say it needs to get over 5055 to 5067. If not, you are going to come back down and retest these lows. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Oh, Bajornabek. Sorry, Fogo. That's right. I got a lot of coin requests. My bad, man. I got you. Bogo. Buy one, get one free. Yeah. What is this? Yo, what is this, man? Okay, well, I'm not going to use this wick. Did you already buy this coin? Damn. I hope you didn't. Ooh, that's nice. man, I swear, like I haven't looked at a new car since 2 months ago. Was it 2 months ago? No, it was like, yeah, it was like 2 months ago. Or no, wait, it was, yeah, it was like 2 months ago. Wow, time is flying. And they still hit me with the ads. They're like, ooh, here, buy a new car. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'll just wait. I'll just wait until I can get my Lambo. I'll just have to live in it. It's okay. I'll just have to live in the car. That's fine. I'll just, that'll be my house. Yeah, so, Bajornabek, you are in resistance right now. You've been in resistance right now, okay? So you do need to break, like you're getting stuck here, which I don't like, okay? There's only a certain amount of time that you can get stuck here before you fall off the table and make a lower low. So you do need to get some sort of break out of here. A breakout should send you to 5 cents, which I think that's a pretty big one. It's like 80%, right? Oh no, it's only 40%. Okay, well, it's 40% from the current price. So we keep in mind, we also didn't use this wick. Obviously it got released at 25 cents and it instantly got pushed back down to 2 cents, which I don't like too, but we're not going to use that. We're not going to use the giant wick that it came out at. So as far as Fogo goes, oh my gosh, as far as Fogo goes, resistance at 3 cents 40 to 3 cents 90. A breakout should send you 5 cents. A break over 9 cents. So if it's not going to be a 618 retracement, which keep in mind, coins do that, just like we just looked with Billion used car, right? Billion used car both had 618 retracements, even used car did, and you got sent back down to the shadow realm. So if you don't want to be in the shadow realm, I would personally take profits. I would have theoretically bought the lows here when we were oversold and been sold a little bit right now, which is a 23632 retracement. And then the next selling point would be 5 cents. So just FYI. And then you let the rest ride, and you're basically playing with their money. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. I hope that made sense, and thank you. Pepe is a strong coin. It's only down 63% from its all-time high. It's at support, and it's the GOAT of memes. Yes, sir. I do love Pepe meme coin. Flipcoin says SCI and MNT. Abolisher says that coin is cooked. 2 cents 20. You bought it at 2 cents 20? Okay, so you're up. So, I don't know. I mean, it just depends. Did you buy like $100 or like $1 million? But yeah, I mean, if you bought it $100, then it's not going to be life-changing money. So, at that point, I would just leave it. Let's see. Let's see. SCI and MNT. Let me bring those up so I don't forget. SCI and Mantle. Check out perpetual contract chart. Yeah, that's usually good to ask about a coin before you buy it. Absolutely. Or if you don't even ask, like just look it up on CoinMarketCap. Like we do this so you can look for yourselves and bring it up before you buy any coin and say, okay, well, how are the tokenomics? Like, well, what's happening in terms of the distribution? Who's getting the token unlocks? Where is it listed? And just a lot of information on there. Or you could look at areas of support. Only retail buyers can make a coin pump like this. Official safe zone says Monad. Oh, I haven't. Where is that Monad guy? Do you remember that guy bought a whole bunch of Monad? Oh, JY Adventures. That's right. I don't know if he's still in it. Hey, Meow, watch the rest later. Thanks. Yeah, Flipcoins, thanks for coming by. Thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. I'm going to look at SCI and Mantle right now, and I'm going to make videos on it. So if you don't even watch the video, if you don't even finish the live stream, after this, I'm going to be editing all the videos that I just made, and then I'll be posting it afterwards. So it'll be up on there. You just got to go to the channel, type in SCI or Mantle, and then on videos, and then just the latest one. Yeah, the latest. You sort it by latest, and it'll be there. But I'll take a look at it right now. I just gotta read the chat and make sure I'm giving everybody attention. You know, gotta make sure I'm not. What do you call it? I love when people read my chat. You know, especially when I'm in Vision's live stream and he doesn't even care and he doesn't even listen or read my chats. You know, but when he does, it's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you, Vision. But no, I'm not gonna say that because he hasn't been live at all. So you know what? I'm not his number one fan anymore. I'm not his number one fan anymore. You know what? Sorry, buddy. You haven't been live for like a month? Nope. And you have your Christmas tree still up? And there are no lights on it? Like, dude, like... Let's see. All right, let's take a look at SEI. Let's see. Do I have... Oh, man. Damn, it's like holding on for dear life. Taking a look at SEI on the live stream. So you're actually holding on to this previous area, this previous floor right now, this previous low. So as of right now, I mean, you need. I'll even take a protection bounce as of right now. We still have resistance. The chart doesn't need to change. We still have resistance at 14 to 17 cents 36. Keep in mind, we could still come back up there, get stuck, and then come back down, make a lower low. But once we break this area and invalidate this downtrend, that's when we can start taking a look at the macro targets on the upside. But if this does break, then the next area of support is actually the 2023 lows, which is around 9 cents 40. You can see it on the horizontal line on the chart. So that's the next area of support, which also does coincide with actually coming back down and filling this wick. So just be careful. Hopefully we get some sort of reversal. We're pretty oversold right now, so we're not extremely oversold. We're not under 30, but we are very close to being oversold. So hopefully we're putting in a bottom now. We get some sort of reversal and price goes back to 14 to 17 cents. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. I put $350 into Zoinbase, and it's $192 now. Oh my god. Well, you know what? Just to give you hopium, there's someone that put in, if you bought $100 worth of Shiba Inu when it first came out, it would have hit $2 before it hit like $100 million. And that's actually true. I don't know if you guys have seen like that meme or like the calculation, the picture. So you put in $100 into Shiba Inu, it went all the way down to $2 before, and if the guy had held, it would have been worth $2 million or whatever it was. So there's some hopium for you. I see price hit low. I went all in with $200. He's for sure still in. Oh, you're talking about Monad. And right now I'm winning. I'm up 40%. Let's go. Abolisher thinks you should take profits and run. Today it pumped to 5 cents and for a huge green engulfing candle. Triple T says, I try not to buy shitcoin or crap. Oops, can't really cuss on the live stream. I can't really say that because it does affect the monetization. I know it's really dumb, but that's why I don't. That's why I don't. I should probably write that before saying. I try not to buy crap coins. I can't be losing money. Yeah, but you got good coins, and you're in the green, and you're making money with silver. So you are in the top 1% of everyone investing right now. Triple T, you are literally in the 1%. So you are one of the chosen ones right now. So just FYI, there are a lot of people that wish they could be in your position. I've held for the last 6 years, and I'm not in a better position right now, which is very unfortunate because I was heavily relying on altcoins. And unfortunately, we never got that move. That's the smartest option. My Grok say Fogo coin is awesome. Check out Fogo finishing game, 0% fee. Seamless mining game with only 1 log and 0 fees, bro. That guy sounds awesome. Abolisher says hopium. Triple T for the win. All right, let's take a look at Mantle and Monad. Is the Monad guy still here? Mantle. Yeah, damn. Taking a look at Mantle MNT on the live stream. So unfortunately, nothing has changed from our last update video. We said we had resistance at $1.15 to $1.38. Typically, price does come back up here for a retracement when you have a nasty sell-off. And this is where traders are going to take profits. But as a holder, this is where you need to break out. Breakout should send you to 618. And if it's not a 618 retracement, then it's going to the moon. So that's why we always look at this, and for the majority of the time we say, hey, you know, as we never do it because we're all moon boys, but you know, you typically want to take profits at these levels, because in this case, like for Mantle, unfortunately price did get rejected here, and now you're coming back down and double bottoming here. Technically you made a lower low, but you haven't closed under this previous wick yet. In terms of support goes, the next area of support for Mantle is going to be around 78 cents. I don't know if this correction has to go that deep. I don't know if it has to be that deep of a correction. So you do have support here. You could argue that there is support here between 78 cents and $1.03, and technically you're still in that area of support. So right now, we do need to get some sort of relief rally, and for any sort of continuation, you need to break this area of resistance still at $1.15 to $1.38. If we do come back down to 78 cents, we do need to draw the chart. We do need to redraw the chart and delete this and remake our new target. So I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. Alrighty. I'm down right now with crap coins. Same here. Got him for 5 beans. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate it. What do you want me to look at for you? Is there a coin that you want me to look at for you? I'm up slightly 4 years in. These low caps go down because people keep selling. What's up, got him? What's up, Kel, got him? Yep, I'm here, Monad, please. You got it. Crap coins will do that to you. I'm probably down slightly if you factor in inflation. Thanks, good night. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for coming by, Flip Coins. I really appreciate it. I'm going to post all the videos after the live stream that we just looked at, so... Kel Gotham says, nothing. I appreciate how you do TA for everybody. Yo, let's go. What? Thank you. Wow. He gave me a free $5. What? He gave me a Subway footlong tomorrow. Let's go. Damn, another Venmo? Yo, let's go. No way. Another 5. Flip coins for another 5 Venmo. Thank you so much. That's 15 total. Damn. That's 15 total. Thank you. You're good for like the entire year. Like, thank you for the super chats. I guess yeah, the super Venmos. I'll call them super Venmos. Let's go. Thank you so much for the super Venmo. I really appreciate that. That's $15 right there. That's 2 Subway sandwiches. 2 meatballs. Yum. All right, Monads. Oh man, I'm sorry. That guy's like over here waiting for Monad. Sorry, man. I gotta like look at these super chats and these like Venmos, you know. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much, Flipcoins. I really appreciate that. Okay, so taking a look at Monad on the live stream. So nothing has changed from our last update video on Monad. You did get a monster wick and a move here. I mean, this move itself was around almost 200%. But unfortunately, you did get stuck here at resistance. So like we always say, this is resistance. traders will be taking profit here, and holders, you need to break this area of resistance. Once you break that, 21 cents is still in play. Now, we don't need to redraw everything because you just came back over here and got stuck at resistance and got sent back down to the shadow realm. So as long as you can establish a base here, once we turn bullish again, then you probably are going to get another attempt at breaking this area of resistance. And at that point, you have to decide, hey, am I going to be greedy and try to hold it past 200%, or am I going to take profit? So I'll leave that up to you. I will keep you updated. If this area does break on the downside, you are looking at a bigger capitulation, which I don't even know how low this is going to go because, yeah, I don't know. It's 200 million market cap with 1.87 billion fully diluted, and they don't have a token unlock schedule, which will impact the price because if it's going to be inflationary and depending on their distribution, then it is going to increase selling pressure and it's inflationary, which is going to lower the price even more. So I don't know if that's how the tokenomics work for Monad, so don't take that as an absolute. But we will kind of wait and see what does happen with that, because it is important to note that it is a 200 million market cap, but it's almost a 2 billion fully diluted. So we need to know what's happening with those coins. But if you want to keep that separate in terms of only price action, you need to break this area and see some sort of follow through. Once you start breaking that area, we'll take a look at the targets on the upside. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Give me a second. I need to walk around. Oh man. All right. Whew. Have to stretch out really quick. I've been sitting all day. Damn. All right, let's see. Nothing I appreciate. Oh, I read that. Many lessons learned. Sean says, still not sure how Elon finds a way to quickly give away the gains in the middle of a green day. Crypto Meow is awesome. Just seriously goated. Let's go. Sean, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. And yeah, I'm in the same boat as you with Elon. So, I mean, there's we got 19 people. Damn, we hit 26 people and it's bearish. That's pretty good. That's really good. Yeah, we're bearish right now, and I'm still getting 20 to 40 people in, which is crazy. The other night we had 50 people. Let's look at Elon. I'll make an update video on Elon, but there's really nothing to say about it. Yeah. Taking a look at Dogelon Mars on the live stream. So I don't know why my chart keeps deleting, but keep in mind we are extremely oversold on the daily. It is very bearish. We are sitting at support. Technically, we said that the next major area of support was 704, which we came down and retested. So everything's still the same. Nothing has changed from our last update video. So if you've been following the channel, ooh, that's a nice card. If you've been following the channel, then nothing should be, you shouldn't be surprised about anything. The next macro area of support is 703. A couple things to note. I don't know if we're going to go straight down there because the RSI is extremely oversold. Okay, so we might get some sort of bounce now, we've been hoping for a bounce since this last capitulation in October. We can still get a bounce and then get stuck here at resistance between 7079 to around 6012. Keep in mind, price can still come back up to this level. Oh, I could use my arrows. Yeah, check this out. I just found this. Oh man, hold on. Where is it at? Oh, there we go. Yeah, bam. So we could still come back up there and come back down and make a lower low and consolidate. So isn't that cool? So traders are going to be taking profits here, but as a holder, you do need to absolutely break this area of resistance, which is around 97 to 190% pump. Once we break that, then this is invalidated. This support is just somewhere where we never hit. and we could start taking a look at the targets on the upside and breaking out of this horrible downtrend that we've been in since 2021. So just FYI. Now, looking at it on the weekly, one thing that I really want to emphasize is that we are extremely oversold on the weekly. Now, typically, if this was a real good coin and not some sort of meme coin, this does mark a generational bottom for coins that are very good, like for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and just coins that obviously aren't meme coins. I did want to note that. I mean, this is a little bit different because it's a meme coin, it's a small market cap, it's kind of a gamble play as of right now. But I did want to I did want to show you this because we are extremely oversold. The last time we were extremely oversold, even back here, technically we were extremely oversold because we were coming out of this nasty sell-off, was 2021, where we did put in a bottom, made all-time high shortly after, and then this nasty sell-off here in 2023 before we had some sort of retracement. I think the retracement took us to almost a 618. It was almost a 618 retracement. I thought it was a 618 retracement, but almost a 618 retracement before the price basically got rejected and failed. So I did want to show you that. So just some hopium in this bearish time. Whether we go straight down to 703, I have no idea. I don't think so, but that doesn't mean that that's the absolute truth. I have no idea. But that's possible. We could just wake up and we could be at 703 because Bitcoin decided to go down 10%, right? And then on the upside, if we do get some sort of consolidation in some sort of range, then you are looking at these targets on the upside before we can kind of monitor, the trajectory at that point. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. There you go, Sean. Perpetual contract, Fogo, 1 hour, 4 hour flip bull. Wait, are you talking about perpetual protocol? Or are you talking about this coin? Oh, let's go. Well, dude, I mean, it's down like, oh my God. Yo, that's brutal. I'm not even going to look at that because, I mean, people are like, oh my God, it's up 20%, but it's down like 1,000% on overall. That's crazy. But I'm assuming you're talking about perpetual protocol, right? Krista says, Cardano, please, and thank you. You're welcome. What can I say? Welcome. Wait, it's not card. What is it? It's Cardano is 80A. Is it 80A? Oh man. Yeah, it is. Too many memorizing too many coins. My brain's gonna explode. All right, let's see. Yeah, so Cardano. Yeah, you're still in a downtrend. Unfortunately, as a holder, which I think you're holding it, so it doesn't really matter as far as these smaller targets on the upside because I don't think you're gonna sell at this level because I think you've been in. So you have resistance here at 45 to 56 cents, and then you have resistance at 78 cents. So if you're holding it, then just don't get overly excited if you come back up to either of these levels because you're still validating this downtrend. You do need to get a clear break over 78 cents before you can start saying all-time highs or at least previous highs for Cardano, okay? And on the downside, you could still get some sort of relief, get stuck at this area of resistance, come back down, make a lower low. So the good thing is that you're at least putting in a bottom here. It does look like you're putting in a bottom and consolidating. What you really want to see is consolidation, and then when the market turns bullish again, get a break over this area of resistance. Once that happens, then we'll take a look at the targets on the upside. But until then, if you really want, we'll take a look at support. I don't think it has any more support though, right? Yeah, the next area of support is literally what you're on right now, which is 33 cents. If that breaks, then we're going to start having to say, okay, well, it's 29 cents, which is filling the wick. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, that's right. I was looking at a boat. I was like, you know what? It's a very short-lived conversation. But just thinking outside the box. Hey, why don't I buy a boat and we can live on a boat? Hell no. I want to be on a boat. Am I a fisher? What am I going fishing every single day? Next thing you know, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be catching my own fish and eating it, and it's gonna be like Castaway type of deal. I would never want to do that. Yeah. So anyway, getting back to ADA, we have I just had a whole scenario like run in my head. That's crazy. 28 cents, 27 cents, and then just coming back down and retesting 23 cents. So that's pretty much it for our Cardano. Top 5 meme coins according to you for 2026. Pepe, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin. Mog is pretty good. And then a gamble one would either be Dog and Me or KeyCat because they're both on Coinbase. And KeyCat has over 700,000 holders. Guys, we can't just not look at that. KeyCat has 800,000 holders. And then Dog and Me is pretty good too. 200,000 holders. Another one that's good is also Toshi. Toshi's pretty good. Has a lot of upside potential. The chart looks pretty good too. It's not like it came out and you went like to zero, right? Floofin says, can you please take a look and give me your opinion on Pepe coin liquidity? I mean, was Pepe ERC20? Is this, right? It's 35 million. Yeah, I mean, it's 35 million liquidity for one pairing for the Uniswap V2. So it's not that bad. It's like it's a little bit more than 10%. It's not locked liquidity or anything, but it's not bad. And that's only one pairing. So if you really want to go down and look at all these other pairings, I guess, like, I don't know what other chains it's on, but it's not bad. 35 million to 2 billion isn't that bad. I did write Fogo. You read too fast. Oh yeah, we already looked at Fogo though. But yeah, I hope it goes up for you, man. I really do. You're all always in here asking about it, so I hope you get that breakout, and I hope it's not just a 618 retracement. Just remember, it needs to get through. It needs to get through 4 cents 50. Once that breaks, then to the moon. And you said you bought it at 2 cents, right? 2 cents 80. So you're already up on this, okay? So just keep in mind, if you take profits at the 618, actually, yeah, I mean, that's only 57%. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to wait until it actually has a breakout and goes to new highs, then 10 cents and then 25 cents would be in play for Fogo. So without it being too crazy of a market cap, because you're still looking at around a 1.5 billion market cap, not 15 billion, 1.5. Exposed. Cars are too cheap now. Yacht shopping is in the session. No, I'm not going to buy a yacht. It's just I was thinking, because I was sitting down and I was like, okay, I'm kind of like, this is kind of dumb in terms of just the cost of living in general. So what do I have to do in order to make it easier for myself? If you can't really change your income, which obviously I'm trying to with my YouTube channel, and then just like figuring out what to do more, you have to change like your lifestyle or like your living situation. So it's like, okay, so I could, where can I move, or okay, like maybe a boat or an RV and stuff like that. But then it's like, dude, I'm not going to be able to live in an RV because there's just so many extra things you have to do. Like when I go to the bathroom, I don't want to like sleep next to my poop. You know what I mean? So like anyway, I don't want to have to go like empty the trash, but it's just a bunch of piss and poop. You know what I mean? So, I mean, good for you if you do that. I just don't want to do that because that's just one thing that's extra for me. So. And then a boat. I can pee in the ocean. That's fine. But, how long is that going to last? I don't know. The boat idea was very, 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 it was like one day. Because I was just thinking of, figuring it out, basically. Because this is dumb. This is brutal. So... Man, I think my cat caught a spider again. or a mouse. I don't know which one. Hey, come here. Come here. What do you have? Hey. Oh, notice. And also, it's like the whole. Okay, well, if we go on a boat, what about my cats? Like, what are they gonna jump in the ocean and get eaten by sharks? I don't want that. And then like, where are they gonna run around in an RV? So that obviously those were just like out of the box ideas. Like, um, just you have to look at everything. I have to look at everything. So it was just like basically pen and paper sort of deal. Like, okay, so what can I do to change? Anyway, let me see what are we looking at? Okay, so yeah, just FYI, yacht out of the question. RV, or what do you call them? Mobile homes? No, RV, right? Yeah, like a RV, that's out of the question. I think that's what you call them. RVs out of the question. So let's see. Michael Burr. You sound like an actor or a singer. I'm thinking of something like that. There's probably some sort of Burr out there that's famous. Turbo, thoughts on this cycle? You think it'll be around next cycle? Okay, so yes, it'll be around next cycle. I also think Turbo is another top 5 meme. So sorry, I should probably definitely put Turbo in the top 5. I do think Turbo is gonna. I mean, look at this chart, man. I mean, this thing's a beast. As far as possible tops, I still think 6 cents is in play. As of right now, 6 cents is in play. As long as you can get some sort of consolidation, break out of this downtrend, and then turn bullish again and create some sort of massive cup and handle, 6 cents is in play. So that's what I think about Turbo. So silver went up to 117, crashed down to 103, end of the day, now it's at 110. Yeah, that's pretty volatile, but that does typically mark the fact that, what is it? There's like uncertainty in the market when you get that kind of liquidity wick on top. Because you had a mass. I guess you didn't have a blow off top, right? I guess you could call that a blow off top. No, I wouldn't really call that. A blow off top would be like something like this, like where it goes like, and then it wicks straight back down and it ends up closing here. And then you start going up a little bit, but you make a lower high, and then this is where the bear market starts, right? So I wouldn't really call it that. And on top of that, you have another green candle spawning in right now. So it doesn't look bad, man. This thing looks like it still has gas. It still has gas. Fernando says, look at Penguin. It's going volatile. What? It's going volatile. What do you mean? This thing? Man, I should really make a video on this because this is like going viral. So I think I can capitalize on the views. Taking a look at Penguin. I'm not even going to attempt to say this word because I'll say it wrong. So taking a look at ticker Penguin on the live stream. So it did just come out. So I'm looking at it on the hourly. So just FYI, take that with a grain of salt. So on the macro time frame, this is very, 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 very bullish. I do think that as long as we get some sort of correction and the price stays over 2 cents 24, it is still basically going to the moon. I don't know if we're going to get that sort of correction. I mean, this thing did just do over a 300x. So this thing just, came out and did a 300x. So first of all, congratulations to everybody that got in. Now, as far as the targets on the upside go, I mean, technically, playing it very conservatively, I guess. 29 cents would be the next target as long as we get a breakout and we're not forming some sort of downtrend right now. Because if we are forming a downtrend right now, making lower highs and lower lows, I do think that at some point you do come back in this area of support on the macro time frame before we determine whether we get a bounce in the continuation or whether we get a bounce and we get stuck at resistance as of that time and then get sent back down and make a lower low. So there's a couple of different scenarios that are in play right now, but as of right now, it's very, very, very bullish. If you're invalidating this, 29 cents is the target on the upside. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, I'm not. What does that say? Nietzschean. Nietzschean. Hold on, let me Google this. How do I say
Nietzschean.
Nietzschean?
Nietzschean.
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 Nietzschean. What does that even mean? What does hold on. What does Nietzschean mean? Nietzschean refers to the philosophy of whatever his last name is, Nietzschean, advocating for the rejection of traditional morality and religion, especially Christianity, in favor of individualism, self-mastery, and the creation of one's own value. Key themes include the will to power or the death of God. Huh? Interesting. That's probably going to piss off a lot of people, but it is what it is. Let's see. So Nietzschean. That's crazy. And that guy's last name is Nietzschean? Man. Was he like some sort of like God walking among us or something? Like Nietzschean? Yeah, he was a German philosopher. Yeah, interesting. Yo, refresh the page? What do you mean? This page? Is this what you're talking about because you just posted that? This week gonna be awesome. I'm taking profits. Forget that. I'll take out 7 grand on USOR. It's moving up again. It needs to break 190. Pumping a little bit. Nice. Well, anyway, what else can we look at? So Axie's pumping too, actually. Let me make a video on this because I can capitalize on that. Bam. Let's go. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. Taking a look at Axie Infinity on the live stream. So I don't need to change anything with the chart just yet. So we did say we had support here at the purple box. You already came down and retested this. We said as long as you hold this area of support, there's a continuation in play, which we tagged it, and now we're attempting to break the macro 236 at $2.74. So it does show great strength right now. What I don't want to see is capitulation or some sort of correction that does take price action below this purple box. As long as we could stay over here and get over 274, the next target on the upside would be $5. You might get an explosive move up to $5. And then the best case scenario is getting that, invalidating this downtrend, and then coming back and retesting this downtrend as support before we get the next move up. This would be the best case scenario, so I'll go ahead and keep this drawn out. Just in case it does happen, I can say, oh, look, I called it. But anyway, so on the downside, it does look like we are still getting stuck at this area of resistance at the 236 at $2.74. So you do need to get over, stay over this area of support to get some sort of continuation. If you don't, the top is in, you made a lower high, you're in this channel, and you're going to come back down and retest these lows. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. I have gas. That's funny. Dream Tanks. Dream Tanks, I got gas too. Nice, Triple T. Would you look at XAG USDT? SKR looking very bullish. What's up, Jakester? Seeker. What is this? Seeker Solana thing? What is it called? Oh, Solana Mobile Seeker. Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. Up 13% on the hour. Sorry, on the 24 hours. This gentleman wants me to look at how long we've been live for, an hour and 6 minutes. So I think we're getting close to being done. XAG USDT. What is this? What is this? Yo, what? I don't even know how you want me to look at this. 440 billion and silver derivatives. Is this like the gold one? No, what's the gold one? It's Bitcoin. There's literally a crypto that's gold. Yeah, it's this one. No, I don't know. Is it? Oh, I think it is. Anyway. Yeah, it's matching its silver price. OAS, do you think it's worth getting 100k coins for $140? I don't know, is it a gamble play? OAS. Ooh. I don't like that it just had... I don't like the fact that it just did a minus 26% in the last... in one day. But let me see. Yeah, I mean, this is like... I don't know what's going on with this coin. Let me see. Here, I'll do the research for you. Because you sent me super chat. Oasis, OAS, delistings. Okay, so Oasis faced significant delisting pressure, reduced liquidity in late 2025, early 2026 with major platforms BitGet December 5th and OKX October 25 delisting due to compliance and liquidity concerns. The project is under scrutiny from Korean regulators affecting trading availability. Oasis delisting development. Major exchange listings December 5th, October 25th. Regulatory scrutiny as of January 2026. Oasis is facing critical regulatory scrutiny in South Korea with DAXA, Digital Asset Exchange Association, issuing warnings. Earlier delistings is L-Bank. L-Bank also delisted. I wouldn't. If you're really asking me if I would put $140 in, I would rather gamble on that that guy who put in $100 in that 41,000 market cap coin rather than to buy this coin. So I would buy something else as a gamble because this looks like it's on its way down to like zero. So even if you go up, it might have like some sort of dead cat bounce or some sort of liquidity grab, but you're probably not going to be even able to sell at that point because nobody's buying it. So I'm just telling you what I think. But like, I know you probably like the coin and I get it. You know, you don't need to put 140. Maybe just put in like, I mean, this thing's an 8 million market cap. So if you can afford to lose that, then sure. But I mean, it's, you know, it's $100 back up to its all-time highs. It's 100x. So you're looking at Um, no, wait. Is it 1,000x? No, 10x. Oh, yeah, it's 100x. So what is that? $100 times 100 is $10,000. So yeah, I mean, if it does ever go back, or even if it has a 618 retracement, if you're asking me, I wouldn't. But if you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyway, then just keep in mind that 2 cents is the 618 retracement. So if your $100 goes anything over $1,500, I would take profits because you might get a giant bounce. Okay, that's what AST did. AST got delisted and then they had a massive bounce. So, like, yeah, you had a massive bounce here, and $100 would have been, I guess, $500. So maybe, yeah, maybe it's like, let me see. I guess, I mean, is that really going to be worth it for you though? Probably. Let's just play it super conservatively and say $100 to $585. Yeah, that's a gamble. You turn $100 into $500. That's not bad, but I wouldn't get greedy after that. Bartizan says, sorry, brother, I can't afford a membership right now. I'm starting a business and sucking me dry right now. Bro, you don't have to apologize. Hey, good for you. I'm glad you're starting a business. That's good for you. You don't have to worry, man. That's totally fine. You always come over here. I'll look at your coins. You don't need a membership, I appreciate it. Obviously, that's supporting the channel and basically motivation for me to go live stream every single day, right? But yeah, no, don't worry about it. I hope you're very successful with your business and whatever you're doing, and I totally understand. You got to cut everything in order to start that. So I hope you make it. I hope you do well in your business too, because when you do, then you're gonna remember this and you're gonna be like, oh man, like I'm gonna hook them up, and then that's when you're gonna be like sending me like $500, $600, $700,000 at a time, because you're gonna be like the next Bill Gates. And that's going to be absolutely nothing for you. It's going to be like a nickel or a dime, okay? So just FYI, just remember your friendly crypto meow analysis. Your friendly neighborhood crypto meow analysis. It looks like a gamble coin. Thanks, you're welcome. This shutdown, we about to get going, make BTC go down, down, down. I just bought some more turbo today. I will resub when I can. Yeah, no worries at all, man. No worries at all. Yeah, so you just bought turbo right now, which is pretty good. I don't like that because you came up to resistance and you got smacked back down. So typically when we do come back down, there's more of a probability than breaking down, making lower lows before we move up, rather than to just basically go up from here. But you're buying right now and you're buying at a low. And you're buying at support, which is all smart, because if we do go up, at that point you're going to determine, okay, so you're holding it anyway, but if you're trading it, you'll know where we're at because you might come up and make a lower high. And then you'll be like, oh man, I already know we're going to, like you made a lower high here, you're going to make another lower high. So you'll know where we're at. But you are technically buying a bottom. And you are buying when the RSI is over. So you're buying at a perfect time right now. So. But you're buying in hopes of it being in hopes of it bottoming out at 2013. I believe turbo is going to add another 0. Possibly. It's possible. I mean, you might go back and fill this wick. This wick is 3 zeros. 3 zeros 9. Do you think turbo will go back to 1 cent? I think eventually, yes. I do think that eventually it will go back. Maybe you might even do it in the next cycle where you have this nasty sell-off and then consolidation, and then you even come back up, and at that point you'll have like a 1 cent will be almost a double top. I do think that's I don't think it's impossible for turbo to go to 1 cent. Excuse me. Meme coins are going to get demolished. the coming months in this bear market. Yeah, I think so too. How's Elon doing? Yeah, damn, that's brutal. How's SHIB? Man, if SHIB goes back down to 50s, man, I have to buy. Because I made my most money ever with Shiba Inu. It was the best feeling ever. And I sold early. If Bitcoin goes to 50K, where will all these go? Well, if we don't get protection bounces, which is why I think that we are going to get some sort of protection bounce. So this is exactly where we're going to be at in the coming weeks or the coming couple months. We're going to get some sort of move on the altcoins, but they're all going to be lower highs. And looking back, when Bitcoin does go down and wherever it ends up going, it's going to take all the altcoins with it. And some coins are going to have protection bounces, so you're going to go back down and retest the low, kind of like what Turbo just did. And then some coins, like absolute garbage coins, which is basically what I'm holding, they're just going to be making all-time lows. So that's what I think. I'm holding 300 million Shiba, and I'll get another 300 million if it drops. Yeah, I used to have 1 billion. So I used to have 1 billion Shiba Inu coins. I think I would buy that again if it does end up going in the 5s. The only top memes will be left Pepe, yeah, SHIB, Doge, maybe Pengu, maybe. Pudgy Penguins, I don't know. I know Popcat had that breach, so I think Popcat's done. I don't know how much longer it's going to be on Robinhood, but we'll see. I mean, anything can happen. Gotham says, is Book of Meme done? I've been watching it. Oh, is that the one that's on Gemini? I've been watching it too. Right? It's on Gemini, right? Am I thinking about the right one? This is on Gemini, right? Let me see. Yeah, it's on Gemini. I've actually looked at this one too. I don't know if I would buy it, but I have been looking at it because it's an interesting play. I mean, it's such a high risk, high reward. Yeah, so on the shorter time frame, you already came back up and retested resistance, and you got smacked back down, which is what this purple box was. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's like a 50x back up to its all-time high. 50x is going to put the market cap around 2 billion. Was this actually 2 billion at one point? No, it was 1 billion. So 10x. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. What, is the math wrong? Hold on. It's a 47x. So let's just say. Yeah, let's just say it's a 50x back up to its all-time high. What's 50 times 40? That's 2 billion. So 10 is 400 times 5. Did they release coins somewhere along the way? I don't know. It looks like it. Oh yeah, they did. You can see here because the price was lower, but the market cap was higher. Yeah, so it's fully diluted. But back here in 2024, you can see the price was 1 cent 60, and then they made a lower high, but the market cap actually made a all-time high at 1 billion. So it seems like they released the rest of the coins, but it's all fully diluted now. So it's not bad. It's not that bad. I don't think it's done. Okay, so I looked up that term and it doesn't actually exist. You looked up what term? You didn't get it from Vision, did you? Wait, what term? Meow, I agree with you 100. I think Popcat Mudang will yeah, I think so too. Dog in Cat's World, yeah, I don't even know why they listed that. Whatever token that is, Mew. Yeah, I mean, what? Why would they just randomly list this? This makes no sense. Makes literally no sense. Listen on Robinhood. I just don't get it. Volume's dying, it's not going to bring in any protection bounce. No, it's definitely been a term. I didn't get it from Vision. It's like a dead cat bounce, a protection bounce, like basically a relief rally, a rally, a retracement, and not a continuation. It's just a protection bounce. Watch, when we get some sort of move on the altcoins and then followed by Bitcoin basically going down, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Gotham says Fartcoin, I've been watching it for a while. If it goes below 20 cents, I'm all in. If it goes under 20 cents. Yeah, so you're getting stuck at resistance right now, which isn't good. Let's see if 20 cents is support. So we have support at 20 cents. Yeah, we have support at 20 cents, but yo, I would probably not go all in. If I were you and if I wanted to buy this, this is where I would buy. I would be buying between 4 cents and 10 cents. Wherever, however long it takes, I do think that if we do keep getting the sell-off and not get some sort of like relief rally and a breakout, it is going to be bearish all the way down to 4 cents to 10 cents. So money, that's why. Yeah, but the money's about to run out, especially when the volume goes to zero. They're going to be like, oh, there's no more volume. It's time to delist. Oh, we're trying to protect you guys. We're trying to protect you guys, and so we're delisting the coin that you probably spent thousands and thousands of dollars, dollar cost averaging down with. That's so brutal. I think, yeah, we've been live for about an hour and 22 minutes. The turnout was pretty good. We had up to 26 concurrent viewers, so that's pretty good. We got good Venmo, flip coins, and then we got a couple of super chats in here, so that's awesome. And yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. I have to edit the videos that we just made on the live stream and post them afterwards, so it's gonna take some time. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for the memberships, the subscribers, the super chats. Thank you so much for all of your support. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. I will be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so normal time. I hope to see you all there. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a great night, and I will catch everybody in the next